Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Today, I already bought all the parts for this, except for the wheels. There might be a couple parts here and there that I don't have. I don't know why my FPS went to shite. Let's do suspension first. There might be a couple parts missing here and there because I just replaced out the parts that already came with it. There's a couple parts, like, I realize. Why is that? You have no idea how annoying that is. This magically appears every single time. Okay, now that's off. Let me see if... Okay. They were both at 100 anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go back to the tank. Pumping. Come on, Bessie. These springs. I'm gonna try to do this somewhat like a speed build. Because I know it's not that fun watching this. I mean, it is for me. I'm sure there's people out there like me that enjoy. I'm gonna hang someone. Okay, rear axle knuckle housing B. See, like that, like they might not have been missing. It just might have been, most likely was my own error while trying to do this. Wheels are definitely gonna be the last thing I put on. But we're going for a 100% perfect car, like I did with the truck. I can turn the camera here in a second. The truck is right there. It's now at 100%. It wasn't as of the time that I did the video, because I couldn't paint yet, which was a giant pain in my butt. That I couldn't fucking paint, and that's one of the things that I really needed to be able to do. There are only 4 bushings, or only 4 small bushings. That's surprising. And then I have to remember to put on the suspension plates with the U-bolts. Those are easy to forget about because the like the ghosting of the parts doesn't always make you remember everything. And I found out something recently that if you played the game, you probably noticed that some parts will say, if there's one bad spark plug and you had to end up taking the whole engine apart because there was also a messed up piston with cam rod, or just a messed up piston. Well, what happens is you end up taking the whole head of the engine off, and then you end up with all those parts. And if you put the new piston, or not the new piston, if you put the new spark plug in the spot where it didn't need the new one. Are you fucking me? I knew there was something wrong about that. So I bought 2 of them, but they weren't A's. They were just OHV. I bought... What one was it? This one. I bought this one. 2 of them instead of 2 of these. See, this is why I'm not doing good with this. The front suspension on this should be going on fairly quick. Like, the whole car is probably not going to take that long to do, because it takes longer when you have to add the fact with having to go through with old parts and pick out and all that stuff. This will be a lot quicker since I bought all the parts before I started doing the car, which should be quite a bit quicker. I'm not sure yet what the next vehicle I want to do is. It's most likely going to be the Dodge Challenger. Most likely. Because, yes, I bought that DLC. Yes, so far, I wouldn't say it's worth the money. $5 for 2 cars. But yet again, the game's not that expensive itself. So, I mean, oh well, if they're making money, they're making money. Gotta get that in. I hate putting the fucking, bearings in and shit. And I noticed recently that there has been, like, mostly to the brake pads or the brake calipers, I bought several of them for someone else's car that I was fixing up, and oh fuck, I forgot to do that. I bought several for other people's cars, and I completely forgot. Like, I 100% knew I bought them, and then when I get back to it, they were just gone. Like, stuff has been missing out of my inventory, which I don't really care for. Now we can put those on. And I still haven't used every tool in here yet. I'm gonna do body work last and stuff like that, because, you know, it's body work. And I might actually build the engine over on the actual engine thing, because I mostly, when I play the game, I just do everything from the car itself. So I didn't really get a chance to show you guys everything that you can really do. Put that on. Whew. Fucking bearings. I hate putting the bearings on, and I hate taking... I'll tell you when we get, or show you when we get to them, because it fucking pissed me off. Replacing push valves, or push rods, and what's the other thing? Rocker arms. I fucking hate rocker arms. They're the most douchebag thing in the game. Did I actually buy the correct amount of everything so far? Other than the stuff that I didn't buy at all. That's a whole different thing. Let me just make sure I got the OHV, like the correct engine. It's just a regular V8 OHV. Okay, so this means funk. Well, guess I'm doing it from inside the car. Yippee. And I guess that also means I gotta lift it back up. Put the fucking camshaft in it. Or crankshaft. Yeah, it's crankshaft. What are you talking about, Mitchell? Then, we gotta put the car back down. This is one of the reasons I hate doing engines. It's not the engine itself, it's the putting shit up and down fucking constantly. That's glaring quite a bit. That's a shiny engine. And there was parts that I knew of. I bought this vehicle, and it only had 6 pistons in it. I'm fairly sure, because that's all I had in my inventory, unless they just disappeared. Unless they just straight up disappeared. Did not? No. Okay. I thought I saw something that was below 100% for a second. That's the last thing I want. So then after this, I'll just continue upwards until I basically am... I don't think this had a transmission on it. Now that I think of it. I don't think there was a transmission transmission on it at all. So I'm probably gonna have to buy one of those. It had like all the flywheels and the flywheel and the fucking clutch plate, pressure plate, whatever the fuck. It had all that in it, but there was no actual gearbox, like the housing for all of it. And I was like, wow, that's great. I was wondering why it wouldn't start. In all honesty, this is not nearly as expensive as it would probably be in real life. Other than the fact that I spent a shit ton of money on the car itself. Which, this is the only car in the game I don't think I drove yet. I knew it. So that didn't come with it. Camshaft, put that in there. Work on as much as we can until we have to lift the car back up. Which is how I'd like to do it, because that way there's less stuff you have to do when you get back to it. Because the less parts in your inventory, the better. And all I'm hearing over and over is the stupid phone. Yeah, I did buy a fan. This didn't. I don't think it had an alternator either when I bought it. I don't know if I bought a battery. Yes, I did. I know that I got all the stuff for distributor. Yep, I did get a fan. Radiator C. Plop that in. And then another thing that you guys can't forget about, because I forget about them all the time, is the fucking B clips. There's A clips as well, but like any of the clips are annoying. I've only ever really used B, I think, because they're on that and the square air filters. Okay. I want to try something later on with this to see if you can hook the supercharger on it or not. That'd be nice. But this here is why I hate push rods. You have to go so slow. Click to move the camera. I'm gonna do one side at a time. Till this shiz is done. I mean, this is a really nice looking engine so far. It should be, considering it's brand new. And I'm gonna have to show you guys the other vehicle. I'll probably do it like right before I paint this, or whenever I really feel like it. It's gonna be before this is done, I know that. I had trouble getting the paint exactly the way I wanted it. Also, this didn't have an oil pan when I bought it. I know for sure that there was no oil pan. Because I went through the list and I was going down through buying new parts, and I was like, There's a couple cars like that, though. Which, I mean, it's a tad bit annoying when you spend almost $40,000 on a car and it doesn't even have everything. I'd rather have it have everything and not everything works than have half of the stuff but all of it works. Because then you have to go scouting around and try to figure out what you don't have. Even though the game will tell you what you don't have. This is such a slow process. And boop. Now we can put the fucking head cover on. I hate when you fucking miss them. Oh well, I just roll with it anyhow. Okay, well that's 4-barrel. There's something I really love about, like, clean chrome air filters. Isn't that just beautiful? You know it is, don't fucking lie. Okay, fuel filter. What else is left up here? There was... Come on. Oh, so I did buy that. Oh, apparently, since it's hooked up. Okay, so now we can go under the car. Hook up the rest of this. All that chrome. I might have to buy a third, what is this? The bearing cap. I might. I don't know how, like, the car only came with 2 on it. But, so I only replaced it with 2. Which it appears to me as if I'm going to have to buy another one. Yay. I knew when I was doing it, I'm like, I'm probably going to have to buy another one, and here I am. Probably going to, well, definitely going to have to buy another one. Crankshaft bearing cap. Yay! At least we have, like, the fucking fastest FedEx ever. That bothers me about the supercharger. I mean, I wouldn't keep it on this car. The way I like cars is I want them to look 100% original. Like with beautiful classic cars like this. Who doesn't love a Superbird? But, okay. But, the thing about it is, I like when the engine in it is stronger. Like, I watch Fast and Loud a lot, and they put a Hellcat engine into a 1970 RT Challenger. And it was... That's like one of my greatest dream cars. Exactly the way they had that one. And I guess I did buy a new gearbox. Good for me. Starter. Oh, I don't know if it had a drive shaft. It does now. We're also going to take this to the track. Actually, I might post this on the weekend instead. Purely due to the fact that... Are we missing anything? We have everything in it to function, except for wheels, and a steering wheel, and seats, and other stuff. Okay, let's do... Get the welder, take it over to A, weld all the fucking rust off. Yes, 1000. Ta-da. Okay, go back to where you came from. And there should be the cleaning cart to do interior. And clean, and go back where you came from. So now it's spotless inside and out. Why is there still... Is there still a window on that? No, there's not. I'm gonna change the color. It's close to the color I want, but not quite. I can do... Okay, we need to do wheels. So I'm gonna pop off the tires because I want to know... Are those the ones that were on this? I don't think they were. What vehicle? Let me go. Let me slap one on and see if it fits at all. Because I don't think that these were the ones on it. Okay, I do think they were the ones on it. Okay, that looks pretty good on there, I'm not gonna lie. But I just wanted to see if it was the size, the correct size. For being a speed build, this isn't too speedy now, is it? Other than I spent a couple K on tires and rims. But that's okay. I only have 156,000. I started with like 170 something before I bought parts. I think I might change the color on that, because now that I look at it more and more, it looks more... it doesn't look as red. It looks more salmon-like. I accidentally, let me see, they look better. Yeah, that's what I want. I wanted the same diameter, but I wanted the front ones a little thicker. The back ones, realistically, I could keep those like that. Let me look. Yeah, that's more like, that's about what they are in real life. I like that. I like that a lot. It's gonna look better when I get all the body work put onto it. Let's do interior. Add interior. Yay! What do you mean no fucking bench? I bought a bench that specifically said it was for this car. These seats, however, are not. How is that? I need to look at my fucking shit. It's right there. Magnum. Magnum. It just says fucking bench. Don't give me this shit, bud. So... It says it's for this fucking vehicle. That's annoying. That's very annoying. It literally says the name of the car in it. So let me go relook at benches. Cape. Maybe this one will fit. Probably not. No, that's not what I wanted. Fuck. I wanted this. And I just want to be able to install my goddamn fucking back seat. I didn't think it was that hard of a fucking request. Jesus Christ. That's for the fastback. That's for the Hellcat. How... This is the literal one I have. And it's kind of just like, no. I'll buy a second one. But if this one doesn't fit, I'm not even going to try. I own fucking 2 of them. Holy fuck. Yeah, enter normal mode, and I'm going to put on the body. The beautiful body of this thing. Yeah, you gotta put that window in. There's a lot of pieces of this car in there. I've only spent like $3 on it though. It's okay. It also only came with one taillight. It was this one. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time with that interior bullshit. Ah, fuck you. I don't need no fucking backseat. This is a sports car. Fuck you. Okay, it doesn't look great right now. I own fucking 3 back seats. Okay. Now, like I said. Oh yeah. This isn't gonna run yet. Just so you know. Because you gotta put some oil in it. Let's throw this to there. And I wanted to show you guys my truck before I paint that. Isn't it pretty? Pretty ugly. I changed the front seats. I think these are actually more fitting than the old ones, like I put in the Magnum, even though I wouldn't call it that. I have a set of drag radials for this, like racing tires, just because they added the Racetrack. But if you want to see something beautiful, look at this. You click under the hood. Every single thing in this is 100% new. And for this, I wanted to do the same thing. I didn't get to it. I'm probably going to buy new tires, just thinner, like I was trying with the Magnum. Which I'm surprised I'm calling it a Magnum now, because that's going to stop me from saying Superbird. But I'm going to try my best to get as close to the color as that I want. Last time I had to do this, though, I had to paint the whole thing matte. Back out. Look at it and make sure it's not, like, there's no weird spots where it's a whole different color. And then I would go to Pearl and get close to... It's hard to pick what color you want when it's like this. Gotta get a tad bit where. See what liveries they have. Not gonna happen. Also not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna keep her maybe like that. Okay. Now, I know it looks stupid while it's in here, but it's going to look a lot better when I move it over to there. Aw, that is beautiful. That is one beautiful car. I like it. I like it a lot. And that means one thing. Hopefully it runs. Oh, okay. I'm actually a little bit giddy about that. We go on to the new Racetrack. They just added it today. The day I'm recording it, which is, what the hell day is it? It's Friday. So yeah. Okay, yes, I realize it's not exactly the car I wish it was. Oh. Okay, she got some power. She got just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not good at driving with a keyboard, by the way. Wonder if you can... Wonder if this is compatible with PlayStation 4 controllers. Holy tits. I should put some wider tires on it. Like, when I first saw that they added the track, like, I knew that they were working on it or something because it wasn't open when I first bought the game. And I thought they were going to have, like, drag races where you could race against other people for money. And I was like, that would be cool. But that's not the case. Ooh. One thing that I think they messed up on pretty big in this game is the handling. I mean, it's for building cars, not... Like, the handling and the brakes. The brakes absolutely suck on every vehicle in this game. Let's see if we can get going quick. If we can hit 200 kilometers an hour on this straight stretch. Yep, that's the fastest I've... Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Hit those brakes. Okay, it's already totaled. Even though it's not. Wow. Let's go back to the garage. I'm definitely going to mess around with this in my own time, like free time, whenever I'm not recording, to see if you can get a supercharger on any vehicle. This, I thought, would be the ideal vehicle because it's V8 OHV, which is the same engine, which it requires to have that on, but I don't understand. I don't get why it won't let you hook anything up to it. But if it does, I'll be very happy. Wow. This is what grinding a game gets you. Gets you an old Ford and a... I don't like saying Plymouth Superbird because the Charger Daytona came first. And I want to know how you turn headlights on in this game. I'm sure there's something in the controls for it, but this... I'm very happy with this. It could be a tiny bit brighter with the paint, but, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. And I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos. And remember to follow me on Twitter and Facebook so you can get notified whenever I post a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.